Alright everyone, welcome back to Timberwolves Dynasty. I played a game, I recorded a game, I won a game, but I did not put any commentary on it because I was thinking I could edit it up into small pieces in Windows Movie Maker, but it turns out Windows Movie Maker is junk and I'm not really good at using it, so I might just upload that and put it like as, extremely quiet NBA 2K16 or something because I don't really talk at all during it. And I turned the game audio way down because I wanted to narrate over the top of it. But like I said, didn't really work out, so it's like going to be extremely quiet, I imagine. But yeah, here are the stats from that game. Marcus Gasol did pretty good against me, but his field goal percentage was trash. Yeah, they did pretty bad. My team, however, the Hassan Cousins tandem did pretty damn well. Um, 8 blocks for Hassan, that was pretty awesome. Eric Gordon wasn't exactly the three-point star I wanted him to be. Jabari was able to get to the line a lot. And, yeah, all in all, pretty decent. MCW was near triple-double if I would have just got a few more points. Near triple-double. All in all, pretty good win. The Nuggets are my next team I have to face. But for now, let's go into coaching, or no, let's go to training. Actually, I don't care about training schedule, I just care about player training. Michael Carter Williams, let's look at all their badges here. Keeps it real hard in floor general, fierce competitor, so there's nothing about his tenacity and training. So we'll just go high because he's young. But then again, he does get hurt, so we'll cut down the medium. Physical. I usually don't go into these too much because I don't really understand them. Yeah, let's just do player type, why not? That way it's just easier that way, if you ask me. Jabari Carroll, I'm just going to leave him alone. I'm going to leave Hassan alone, Ty alone, JR, Morrow, direct kill. Renzo Brown, I'll put very high because he's not going to get any minutes. I like Lorenzo Brown, even though I won't re-sign him in the offseason. He'll hopefully get a little better, and hopefully he'll be able to make some money. Now Jabari Parker, high work ethic, good. So now we're gonna put him on a high workload, and he's gonna get his player type, which is inside scoring, better. Let's see what DeMarcus is here. So nothing really. Still pretty young, so we'll go high. Player type, player type, player type. Eric Gordon, he gets hurt a lot. I'm not going to mess around with him. I don't really have that many young players, so don't have to worry about player training too much. Business, let's check our pricing while we're at it. Just jack it up a little bit. Get some extra revenue in here, even though the press are going to be like, how can you justify doing this to hard-working fans of the team or whatever? These are dirt cheap tickets, so if anyone's complaining about that, give me a break. It's a mix. That way we get a little bit from both. Just looking to see if there's anything else. Oh yeah. I am not a fan of scouting at all in any of these my GM modes or anything like that, so I let the CPU handle that. Prospect scouting on. Lineup management, roster change, lineup management, injury, lineup manager before games. Okay, I can manage all that, but not the scouting. So I can't get him to resign now. The only person I can get to sign is Eric Gordon. And I'm not going to do that unless he's only asking for like $6 or $7 million a year, which I doubt he will do. So now, let's play a game. I'm not going to promise that this commentary is going to be very good at all. I'm not going to try and focus on the commentary. I'm more or less just going to try and focus on the game, have some fun with the game, and try and play the best I can. And I don't really know. It's like with my Wolves diary and my MMA diary, I have a list of things to talk about. But with this, it's more or less just playing it for fun and showing you how I build a team in this game.
You are one of the most physical players the league has ever seen. Who would you say right now are the league's most physical players?
Sorry to correct you, Ernie. Not one of the most. But anyway, Ernie,
you're not sorry to correct me. You take great pleasure in correcting.
And one of the most humblest.
Elbow sandwich, that's right. So let me go, Ernie. Let's see. Point guards, how about Russell Westbrook? Shooting guards, I'm going to go with maybe D. Wade or Lance Stevenson.
Okay.
And at the small forward,
that's easy.
I got to go with the greatest of the game, LeBron King James.
Well, since he took the smaller guys, which is unique, I'm going to take the power forwards. Blake Griffin.
What?
And you know what?
He's one of the league's most physical players?
Yeah, Blake Griffin. Yeah, he's physical. He just gets thrown around a lot sometimes, but...
Well, he's not physical then. Crazy.
No, but he throws it around too, man.
Does not.
He throws it around.
Does not.
Yes, he does. He and Zach Randolph.
D-U-Z-N-O-T.
Yeah, I like
does
Zach.
not.
Yes, he does. And Dwight Howard is physical. And my man, Nikola
Pekovic.
Yes, is one of the toughest bigs I've seen around.
And what's Dwight Howard's name? You can say it.
Dwight Howard.
No, say it.
Super Dwight Howard.
Say it with some energy.
Come on, give us a Superman.
Superman is in the building.
There he goes. There he goes.
Now you too.
Alright, they do a pretty good job with those little animations. I love it when Nikola Pekovic gets a shout out for being a tough dude.
Live from Denver, it's the
Alright, Isaiah Thomas, Bradley Beal, Justice Winslow, Terrence Jones, Andrew Bogut. They don't really have... Well, Isaiah Thomas and Bradley Beal can hit three-point shots, but... I think my... Justice Winslow won't be able to do that. Oh, shit. That was embarrassing. I think maybe one of the timeouts I'll try and adjust so that Jabari Carroll's guarding what's-his-face, Bradley Beal.
The starting five on the floor. On the court for Minnesota. Michael Carter-Williams is out there with Gordon. Then there's Whiteside. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Carroll in at the small forward.
Shoot.
And Jones sends it back. Whiteside trying to break free. Cousins, no good. The second chance effort, and Whiteside finishes it off. Whiteside's got the scoreboard going with this.
I don't know why
For the Timberwolves.
Cousins
Looking at Minnesota, they took the win in their last game.
just was going to go for a jump shot in the post. That's kind of weird.
Nearly to perfection in that one. Very few possessions were wasted.
Yeah, they put the mute button on them that time. I mean, in front of a hostile crowd, they never let the fans get going. They silenced them over and over again with big-time shots.
Now here's Gordon. Andrew Bogut unable to get his shot to go. Cousins.
You ain't gonna guard Boogie with IST. No way.
Big height advantage right there.
You know, it's tough to bring a big man that far away from the goal, but that might be a mismatch they're willing to live with.
And Hassan Whiteside of Miami had the breakout year of all breakout years. Clark, he blew up in the right way.
It's not even fair having Hassan Whiteside and Boogie Cousins in the front court. They're going to get almost all the rebounds.
He did have some issues prior to the breakout year, and it's nice to see him find his stride and produce with that awesome talent he has.
Nuggets have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Jones kicks to Beal. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
And you know, it took them a while to get going, but they finally connected now on their fourth shot of the game.
Carter-Williams dishes to Carroll. Kicks to Carter-Williams. Hits it from three-point range. Carter-Williams has got 5.
MCW ain't going to get you many of those, so you better relish them when you can.
Yeah,
Great field goal percentage to start, exactly what they were hoping for.
Thomas passes to Bogut.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
And it's Winslow that time on the assist by Bogut. Winslow's got his first bucket in this one.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack.
Let's run Eric Gordon off the pick here.
Aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the
in and out.
side of the size equation.
And now the fast break. Thomas with the ball. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter.
Oh, give me a break.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending it.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Now here's Thomas. No good off the front iron.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Oh,
It's tipped, but they'll get another chance. Beal against Carter Williams. Back to Whiteside. Tries again, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for two.
Hassan's not exactly a good free throw shooter, but never hurts to get some fouls called, really.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg. You know, when you're bad or struggling in the West, things can go south in a hurry. I mean, the Wolves ended with the worst record in the league last year at 16-66, and a lot of those losses came in their conference.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
Now here's Carter Williams. He has 5. Whiteside a screen. And here's Gordon from outside. And the shot is
Take
good.
it.
Gordon's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Well, last season the Wolves did struggle in conference, as was expected. 7-45 against the rest of the Western Conference.
Listen, nothing harder in sports than learning how to win. And there's no doubt that Minnesota took a lot of lumps as a young team last season. 3 of those conference wins that you mentioned, though, did come against playoff teams. So there's that little silver lining of hope.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets.
And when it comes to Michael Carter Williams, guys, I feel like people either love him or they don't buy him at all. I mean, he has the size, he's a good athlete, he plays hard, but he's also had some injuries, and he's been very inconsistent at times.
And the Nuggets with some changes. Mozgov, he's checked in for Bogut. And Derek Williams subbed in for Jones.
Derek
And a
Williams.
change for the Timberwolves.
Prodigal son
Lawson's
returns
checked
to
in.
Minnesota.
Now here's Thomas. 14 points from him the last game against the Rockets in Houston. Beal's shot is good. Well, going back to Michael Carter Williams, he is a polarizing prospect. For example, Greg, when you played the position, he gives you a lot of assists, but he also averages over 4 turnovers a game. That was just last year.
Yeah, that's true. And he gives you plenty of rebounds and steals as well. But sometimes the shot also, Kevin, not necessarily where you'd like it to be. At times he couldn't throw a rock in the ocean. This guy just really struggled. But the talent is there. It's just going to take some time for him to mature. And the jury's really still out on him.
And here is Thomas after Eric Gordon hit the 3. Outside Thomas, 5 on the clock. Shoots the 3. Minnesota with the rebound.
Look at that, 7 rebounds already
He's
for
got 6
Hassan.
rebounds in the game.
It's only the
No
first
doubt,
quarter.
It's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And Lawson, here we go. Mozgov with the block. They recover it. Outside Thomas. In the corner, Winslow with it. Lets it go.
Oh, give me a break.
Through contact, it's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Yeah, he imposed his will on the defense that time. He was not going to be denied right there.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. P.J. Tucker.
You gonna guard me
subbed in
inside,
for Beal,
D-Will?
and Corey
Really?
Joseph subbed in for Thomas. Now here's Parker.
Oh,
He's
come
fed
on.
with the layup off the mark. Here's Joseph.
Whoop.
Feeds it to Williams. Here's Mozgov. There's the dish to Joseph. Williams, a screen on Lawson. In the corner, Winslow with it. Jacks up a three. Minnesota with the rebound.
Lucky that was a Winslow taking
There's
that.
1:38 left in the first quarter. Lawson with it. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Lakers.
Ah,
Diaw can't hit. The Nuggets trail by 6. Dishes it to Joseph. There's the feed to Mozgov. To the wing right side. Now, here's Tucker. He's guarded by Diaw. Puts it up. Shot by Joseph. No good.
Not sure what the D was doing.
all right. So I should be trying to get plays for Smith. Damn it. I don't know why I do that all the time. That happens once again. That's just a total mistake on my part.
He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Now the pass to Jokic. He kicks to Joseph. They set the pick. Shot clock at 6. There's Winslow. It's rebounded by Boris Diaw.
All right, JR, time to do your thing.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Smith kicks to Diaw.
Oh.
It's deflected.
That's crazy.
And here's Tucker. Passes to Mozgov. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really.
Does it seem like Corey Brewer is way taller than he is in real life last night?
And he's made more than his fair share of those today.
Here's Smith.
Oh, come on! I can't believe that.
Shot misses. And
J.R. Smith doesn't have a handle, I guess.
Minnesota. And a chance to hear from Bradley Beal. He came from a football family in St. Louis.
I kind of like these, so I'll just
She
listen to
definitely
them.
put the ball in my hand. She's the one who taught me my form. I followed through, and still to this day, she yells at me if I miss a shot. So she's kind of a perfectionist, and she definitely taught me how to shoot. She can shoot it, and she still to this day thinks she can shoot better than me.
Face was a little strange there.
Maybe some other NBA players should be practicing with Bradley Beal's mom, because she has definitely honed something special into him.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, but I'm not sure some of the more delicate NBA egos can handle her trash talking them when she beats them.
Oh, man.
Bradley's not only got
I thought Eric Gordon was going to come off that screen clean. Not so much.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
It's all about their defense. They have just done a terrific job of negating the timing and spacing of their opponent.
every shot is challenged and challenged well.
On the court for Minnesota, Jabari Parker is out there with DeMarcus Cousins.
Lucky.
Then it's Damari Carroll, and it's Carter Williams in at the point.
Damari Carroll's not worth $14 million a year, but I think he's a solid role player. He can defend, and he can hit some jump shots. That's all you really need.
Prospects would be better NBA players. What do you think?
Well, I think both showed they're very capable of being stars in the league. Parker got off to a great start, averaging 30 minutes a game until, unfortunately, he had the ACL injury. And Wiggins, conversely, went on to have a big-time season, winning Rookie of the Year.
Thought I tried my luck again with MCW. Not so much that time.
We'll get with it.
Oh, how is that not a steal?
They set the screen. Beal shot.
That should have been a steal.
And when you compare Wiggins and Parker, really two different.
All right, we need to beat Cousins.
Wiggins has that unmatchable athleticism. Parker beats you with an incredible skill and passion. Also, tremendous maturity for such a young player.
I say we need to beat Cousins, and then I take a jump shot with Eric Gordon.
You know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
And Joseph kicks it to Tucker. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. Tucker's got his first basket of the night.
And, you know, going back to Parker versus Wiggins, guys, I mean, that debate could last a long time. Both guys have the look of perennial all-stars. It could be the number of championship rings that ultimately separates them.
Cousins inside, covered by Bogut. The Timberwolves again can't hit. For Denver, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Screen by Bogut. Shot clock at 5.
There you go, Jabari.
It's stolen by Carroll. And here's the fast break. Carroll leading the way. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
The Nuggets missed the postseason again last year. Never really had a good look at it and just fell in back of the pack.
And it's the second straight year of not playing playoff basketball in Denver. This coming on the heels of 10 straight bursts between 04 and 13.
Jones dishes to Beal. Screen by Jones. Jumper off the screen. No good. And Minnesota will come the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
Man, I hate to take.
No good.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have
Our team's not really a transition team.
defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly.
Man,
Greg,
come
I mean,
on.
defense like that
I don't know what happened
really
there.
the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
But seriously, time to feed some
Historically, they've enjoyed
Cousins
a lot of
down
success
low.
for a long time. I mean, missing the playoffs consecutively might have been the wake-up call they needed to try something different going forward.
And one.
He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3. That's going to send DeMarcus Cousins to the line.
There we
That's
go.
on Terrence Jones. The Timberwolves shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
And listen, it's sometimes really hard for teams like the Nuggets to know when to rebuild. So while they weren't quite sure what they had coming in the last season, by the end of it, they had a clear idea of what direction they needed to head into for the future. And that was a difficult shot from mid-range simply because the defense was engaged.
Yeah, and I think the quickness of the closeout really threw him off.
Pass to Whiteside.
Wow, I don't
Williams
know.
with the steal.
I thought that was going to go to Damari.
An even 3-on-3 break. Here's Thomas. That
Oh,
drops,
come
and
on.
it comes off an assist from Williams. Thomas got his 2nd basket of the night.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Mozgov, he's checked in for Andrew Bogut. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Boris Diaz checked in for Cousins. Smith comes in for Damari Carroll. Corey Brewer's checked in for Gordon. And it's Lawson in for Michael Carter.
Oh, that's fucking awesome.
In by Whiteside.
Forget about finesse and agility. This big fella's all about power and force.
Thomas passes to Beal. Shoots off the step back. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Whiteside's got his 8th rebound here tonight. And Brewer kicks to Smith. Nice pass. Led him to the rack.
Brewer is, however, a transition player.
And the Timberwolves lead by
J.R.
5.
Smith can get out there too.
Denver's gotten both of their 3-point
Lawson
attempts
can
to
run the
down here in
transition.
second quarter. Thomas
Boris
dishes to
Dion not so
Jones.
much. I don't know about Hassan.
Thomas a screen.
Big men usually don't do too well in transition unless you're Draymond Green.
6 to shoot.
Caleb was good at initiating the transition.
Knocked loose.
Oh, nice
And
tie.
stolen by Lawson. And now Lawson pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Count that one. And now a 7-point Minnesota lead.
That was the 3rd straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical, be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
Beal gets a wide open look. Kept alive. Here's Jones. Got a piece of it.
And they
Rejected.
continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Well played right there.
Run the
There's
jewels,
question
son.
who has the momentum.
Greg, the lead appears to be heading north, if you will.
And how big was last year's trade for J.R. Smith? I mean, sent from the Knicks to the Cavaliers around midseason, Smith began to post some of the better numbers of his career, helping prove that for a tumultuous personality like Smith's, environment is key.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Winslow's checked in. Minnesota also with the sub. Jabari Parker's checked in for Corey Brewer. Thomas goes in to halt the run. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Thomas got
Oh boy, we're real big now. We got Dial, Whiteside, and Sarkrak down.
In the second.
For J.R. Smith playing alongside LeBron and Kyrie last season, he knew he had a chance for a ring. You know, Clark, he played like it most of the time.
He sure did. I mean, instead of having to create offense, the offense was created for him, served up perfectly for him, and all he had to do was knock down open jumpers, and as a result, his shooting percentages rose after the trade.
Winslow kicks to Thomas. Williams inside the line, and it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Smith with it. Jones covering. Pulls up on the wing. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
Clearly, they've been the hotter team here in the first half.
Well, they've been grit and grind, working for those high percentage shots, and quite honestly, it's paid off for them.
Picked by Mozgov. Pass to Jones. Fires for three. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Man, I'm getting lucky that they're missing
The
these.
first meeting of the season.
Yeah, and they lost the season series to this squad last time around. Maybe a little extra motivation tonight to show they've improved.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. Two teams in the bottom half of the conference as far as respect goes. They're both scratching and clawing to try to get a little more of that respect.
And last season, really a tale of two halves for the Wolves. When Ricky Rubio returned from injury, they just looked so much more in sync as a team.
Well, the Wolves improved just very slightly last year in terms of wins, Clark. The quality of play on the floor, though, was visible.
Yeah, and you know, the team's point differential was a lot better with Rubio in the lineup. They did have some big wins over quality teams, and Rubio's impact was certainly noticeable.
Shoot.
No good from Lawson.
I don't know, I got scared there when I passed it. I should have just took it up with Parker.
Because he is so strong in the paint.
Now, here's Joseph. Lawson defending. And it's blocked by Whiteside. With one on the clock. Misses would have counted had it gone in. And so we conclude the first half. Timberwolves ahead.
Alright, you might hear some noise on my computer here because I gotta check something real quick.
An 18-7 run. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, guys, I'm here with Bradley Beal. And Bradley, we've heard Coach stress the importance of rebounding. Is that going to have to be a team effort in the second half for all 5 players on the court?
Yeah, all five guys. But I think we're too worried about getting out in transition. So I think 1 through 5, including the guards, I know we all got to get in there and rebound.
Alright, pretty sure you're still recording.
Thank you, Doris.
And then we'll... Alright, I think we're good here.
Quarter number 3.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
I'm gonna skip halftime.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny, the Jet. It was a closely contested first quarter for Minnesota.
50-42. Look at that rebound. Damn.
And that'll do it for now as the
This is on All-Star,
game is
difficulty,
about to
so
get underway.
it's not like it's just on easy mode or something.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has
They
been
got the OG starting
far
lineup.
away game. It's been quite a game.
Oh, I can't believe he just dropped it.
Boy, did he put on a show from beyond in that first half. Let's see if the halftime break has any cooling effect on him.
Well, I tell you what, we'll soon find out, because I guarantee they're going to keep feeding it to him behind the arc until he does cool off.
Hogan out there with Jones. Then it's Thomas. Then there's Bradley Beal. And it's
Step
Winslow
back.
in at the 3. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. The Nuggets trail by 12. Outside Thomas. At the elbow, it's Winslow. Screen by Jones. 5 to shoot. Here's Thomas. Rebound, Minnesota. Whiteside's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Takes the three. And the ball
I got an idea there, and then I looked up and I saw it was F raised, and I was like, might as well just try and pass out of this.
7th in rebounding. And also, they were in the top 10 when it came to fast break points. I mean, they weren't afraid to play the game at a fast pace and run a little bit.
And just go revisit those numbers in terms of second chance points. That was elite. And they weren't shy about sticking their nose in there and going after the ball.
And guys, as much as Isaiah Thomas can help you on offense, at times he can hurt you on the defensive side. Immediately posted up by whomever he's guarding.
Yeah, that's a good call, whoever you are commentating. I'm just going to post up Isaiah Thomas.
And controlling that defensive backboard.
Tries from 10. It's hauled in by Thomas.
Damn it.
That's an unusual, surprising miss for him. Typically, he's good on those inside.
Winslow, wide open.
Fuck. I didn't think Winslow was that good of a three-point shooter, but then again, I've never seen Justice Winslow actually play an actual basketball game, so.
Justice Winslow. He is great on the big stage.
That's why I've seen him play. I just don't remember anything about him.
A season ago, got better and better as he helped his school.
All I know about Justice Winslow is that he's supposed to be a really good defender. And, like, surprisingly NBA ready.
Thomas against Carter Williams. Here's Cousins, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
And guys, that's his game. I mean, battling in the paint and cashing in on those second chance opportunities.
And Greg cashing in hard. I mean, man, oh man, he puts an exclamation point on that dunk.
Yes.
Guys, that's the...
Oh my god. That was way out there.
I don't even think is in his vocabulary.
Justice! With Winslow, it's all about improvement and being great on the big stage. I think he can do that, Greg. You talked about, you know, what he did in the national championship run. Clark, he was a fantastic foundation to begin with.
Yeah, you know what? He's not got many holes in his game. Solid at the defensive end, can score a lot of ways, puts his hands on winning at both ends of the floor.
Beal against Carroll. Jones sets the pick for Beal. Jumper off the screen.
Attaboy, DeMar.
That's tipped.
We'll just hold up.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. On the wing, Gordon. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession.
And now let's take a look at the stats for Thomas. Some last season stats for him. He was around 16 points a game, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds.
Come on.
And he paced the whole team in points per game last season.
Sure, his teammates knew he was their best option. So
What are we doing here, ref?
kept feeding him the rock.
Carter Williams, the pass to Cousins.
Did you see that? Cousins wasn't even looking at the basket. I don't know what he was looking at.
Carter Williams has got his third assist on the night. Thomas kicks to Winslow.
Oh, word. That is crazy. This Eric Gordon on Justice Winslow is not working out the way I thought it would.
Carter Williams dishes to Whiteside. Power down with both hands.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Denver calls timeout.
And offensively, they've been struggling. He just wants to get them back into
This team doesn't really
forcing shots.
hit threes like modern NBA teams should, but then again, it's just a hodgepodge of random NBA players put together.
Williams is checked in for Winslow. Parker's checked in for Minnesota. It's Bogut with the drive and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line.
I'll take that foul.
And guys, nice to see Bogut out there given all the injuries that he's had to overcome in his career. Just glad to see him at full strength.
You know, Bogut, as I recall, Clark was so distraught by those injuries that at one point he thought he might retire.
Yeah, he gave some serious thought to packing it in after the 2013 season, Kevin. Luckily for his team, though, he worked through it and is as strong as ever at the defensive end.
And Cousins gets it to go.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
Right side, Jones. On the wing, Williams. To the middle. 6 on the shot clock. Carter Williams against Thomas.
Oh, give me a break.
And the bucket's good. Thomas got 10 points. Carter Williams, the pass to Parker, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
What a smart pass by Carter Williams right there.
The Nuggets trail by 11. Inside, here's Jones. Good D by Parker.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
See, this is what they get for not getting me in foul trouble early. I don't have to worry about any of these fouls. Let's try and just turn it on with J.R. Smith for a while.
As to why they moved him.
Greg, you were talking about Isaiah Thomas. He had no love lost for the Suns in their first meeting. He took them apart, Clark, on the floor. Remember that game? Stared him down as he was hitting shots. Looked at that bench, man. He had a big chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, and you know, most guys that are a little undersized and have battled
Jabari is not a 2-point shooter. It just feels right when you're coming off a screen that wide open to take it.
Return visit.
Mozgov sets a screen for Joseph. He feeds it to Tucker. And J.R. Smith picks up a foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Substitution for Nuggets. Nikola Jokic.
Picked by Mozgov. Upside Thomas. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
And once again off the mark by Minnesota. The Nuggets trail by 7. All going
that was my bad.
From Joseph on the assist from Tucker.
You know,
Joseph's got his second
I tried getting fancy with some J.R. Smith stuff. Not really working out. Probably should just go back to what was working with Boogie Cousins stuff.
Lawson drives in. 3-pointer. And the basket by Diop. And the Timberwolves lead by 8.
There is no way a player like him can be left wide open like that. Did you pay attention to the scouting report?
Now Joseph, he dishes it to Thomas.
Sniff that one out.
The fast break. And he's going up for the alley-oop.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration and alertness, a turnover, and an easy bucket the other way in transition.
And really, a few more of those, and this game could be over.
Kicks to Joseph. Back to Thomas. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lawson.
Yeah, that's a super defensive play. If that gets through, no doubt they score.
And that's why he sold out for it, because he knew he had to make that play. He wasn't going to let them get the advantage.
There's 53 seconds left in the third quarter. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Joseph. And Denver with the triple.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Exactly what the doctor ordered. Those 3-point bombs will erase the
man
so quickly if they can keep it up.
Here's the break. Here's Tucker.
I don't know how that happened, but okay.
They hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Greg, and that's been the key to this league. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Thomas up top. Lawson defending. And Thomas, here we go. The layup missed. Gets it off.
Oh!
What a shot.
Free points at the buzzer.
Definitely an answer to prayer there.
I gotta hold down the city.
We'll take it.
And we're rolling here.
X gonna give it to you.
Might not come down to the wire, but you never know.
I hope all that stuff doesn't get copyright flagged. That's so frustrating. It takes forever for that goddamn video to process.
Jabari Carroll is out there with Jabari Parker. Then there's Whiteside. Then
Get up,
it's
Gordon.
Carter Williams. And it's Gordon in at the 2. Beal against Carroll. Fires from the wing. Here's Bogut. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Bogut's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Nuggets. Carter Williams kicks to Gordon. Whiteside against Bogut. Whiteside dishes to Carroll. Shot clock at 5. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. That's good.
Take it.
And it's 9 points for Eric Gordon.
That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
3 of their last 5 makes come from beyond the arc. The defense has to react quicker.
And Joseph kicks to Winslow. Fires from deep.
I can't believe this. We need to change it. No, I'm not going. Then Bradley Beal's gonna kill me.
But here he is knocking them down.
Minnesota leading by 10. Feeds to Parker. The basket good off the assist from Carter Williams. That's 7 points for Jabari Parker. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Now here's Joseph. Here's Winslow. That's in for his 8th bucket.
Killing me.
8 for 11 shooting so far.
And he's been the key for their offense with the way he shot the basketball.
Yeah, he's most certainly not the reason they're in the hole. I mean, his percentage has been outstanding.
Here's Carter Williams.
Oh man, I can't believe that.
And now Winslow pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Gets it down to single digits.
Winslow's gonna win Rookie of the Year on this game alone. Holy crap.
The dish to Carroll. Lets it go with a 3.
Ah,
No good.
shit.
And Denver the other way now. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter.
What are you doing, Hassan?
Pass to set up the lay-in.
What are you doing?
Bogut's got 4 this quarter.
Let's slow
Defensively,
it
they are
down.
on their heels every time the ball
Let's
comes
slow
inside.
it
Yeah, I
down.
think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
That's good.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight.
You know, the Nuggets could create their offense, but they still would have trouble knocking down the shots. Just didn't have a lot of dead-eye laser shooters. Every field goal attempt with them was an adventure.
Denver calls timeout. Nuggets did have their problems on the offensive end, too. Something that's rare for them, hitting the open shot and mid-range shot and beyond being one of them.
You know, Kevin, how about being last in the league in catch and shoot?
We're gonna put JR in
Got a good amount of looks that way, but really
just to change it up a little bit.
34% in those situations.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. I was able to hear the advice Mike Malone gave to his team during that last break. He doesn't think they've been giving it their all, saying they've been quicker to rebounds to every loose ball.
Haha, good job, Eric Gordon.
The game's slipping away, and we're letting it happen. We have got to take control of this thing. We'll see if he lit a fire under him, guys.
Thanks, Doris. And there's a whistle that goes on Corey Joseph. That's his first foul.
Jeez, those fingers.
Time in the NBA, the
Jazz
stretch
hands.
four was kind of the anomaly and not the standard. Now it seems that you are the rare power forward if you can't hit a 3. Very few traditional power forwards.
Can we
now
please
in
get the
NBA.
ball? Maybe I just have to wait for everyone to be set. Maybe that's my fault. I don't know.
Now here's Carter Williams. He's tightly guarded. Here's Cousins. The basket good off the assist from Carter Williams. And it's an 11-point Timberwolves lead With the stretch 4 and the need for shooting at the position, they don't need to be a three-point threat, but they do need to be able to hit a mid-range jump shot.
Yeah, well said. I think you need to have guys that can make perimeter shots to create spacing. The game's evolving to us.
They're falling apart. I'm telling you, they're falling apart.
That's only the first turnover, guys. He's been safe as an option for them at the offensive end.
I missed JR there.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. The drive by Gordon. Right side, the pass to Carter Williams. Here's Smith. Good. Smith's got the lead up to 13 now for the Timberwolves. For Denver, they've gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. Jones with the screen on Carter Williams. Jones dishes to Winslow. And they get it. And it's Whiteside with the rebound.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D's just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
It's been a good one for Smith. He has 9 points, and he's also been picking up some nice assists here and there, too.
And Clark, that needs to continue. When he has an opportunity to get an open teammate the ball, he has got to make that a priority.
It's now been a decade since the Minnesota Timberwolves played postseason basketball. Last trip to the postseason for the Wolves back in 2004.
Wow, that was a long time ago. And if you're wondering, that is the longest.
They are falling apart
in the league currently. Wolves want nothing more than to get back to playing playoff basketball, and featuring the #1 pick in last year's draft will help.
Good way to start, you're right. Beal against Gordon. Carter Williams with it. To the inside.
Fudge.
It's stolen by Bogut. Winslow kicks to Joseph. Dishes it to Winslow. Nice D from Cousins.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
You know, they got the shot they wanted, but his defense...
Oh, come on. Give me a break. That should have went in.
...deterred them from those plans.
Beal, the pass to Joseph.
Whoops.
The feed to Beal. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it.
Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple...
Oh, man. Coming up on an hour already. That's insane.
And we've seen it all, guys. The Nuggets have been in free fall the last couple of years. Part of that is their play at home, where GA, they used to be invincible.
You remember back in the day, Kevin,
Oh,
I mean, one of the most difficult places to play was in Denver. I mean, you're dealing with the thin air, but that hasn't been the case here of late.
George Karl just prided his team on what they did at home. And Cousins gets it to go.
Just carrying the load right now offensively, guys. He is not wasting any chances.
From where I sit, Greg, it's a simple deduction. If they want things to be easy on themselves here late, make sure he has the ball. You know, Denver ended with a 19-22 record at home last season, and that's a far cry from when the Nuggets would typically win 30 or more games at home.
All right, let's just stand still. Maybe he'll get the ball quicker this way. Maybe that's exactly what the problem is.
Right side against Jones. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Just want to get him his double-double.
You'd have to go all the way back to their dreadful 2003 campaign to find the last time the Nuggets went below 500 at home. Very strange to see them be just mediocre in this building last season.
Take a look at what Hassan Whiteside's done. 14 rebounds and a block. He's getting it done, making plays by setting up his teammates and grabbing some nice boards, too.
And then also, how about the intangibles? All the little things that he's done. That's also really important.
Thomas dishes to Jones, and that one's good.
That was a nice finish to an excellent possession.
Timberwolves leading by 15. The drive by Gordon. Cousins, no one around him. He drains the quick shot. Cousins has got 6 in the quarter.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Thomas kicks to Winslow. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Damn, Justice Winslow's having a good game.
Between every NBA fan is whether or not the age restriction is a good thing. Some wanted it.
It's probably that I'm putting Jabari on. Well, it's almost definitely I'm putting Eric Gordon on him while I'm putting Jabari on Beal. But
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Spates checked in for
some
Whiteside.
call me the Space Cowboy.
Comes in for DeMarcus Cousins.
Some call me the
Brewer checked
Gangster
in for Eric
Leader.
Gordon. And it's Lawson in for Carter Williams.
There we go.
And Spates gets it to go. And there are arguments, Clark, on both sides for the NBA and the age restriction it has currently right now. Having one seems to have helped the level of play overall, but I think there's some improvements that can be made.
Yeah, with the D-League coming into its own, though, Kevin, the discussion has opened up again. NBA teams used to not have a place for high school players. The D-League could serve in that regard now, but having a restriction is something that I think has helped the NBA. I actually would like to see it be 20 years old.
Me too. All sorts of time. That is in there. Lawson with the assist.
This is a serious.
Space is such a nice offensive player.
Yeah, I agree with you. Just not backing off here. I mean, they're looking to close this one out in style. What a time to have this kind of surge.
Winslow with it. Diaw's there.
Get out of here.
Sent back by Spates. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
Ah!
No good
Can't
from
believe I
Lawson.
missed that.
And here's Tucker. The pass to Williams. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. There's 14
Alright,
seconds left in the
we'll
fourth
just
quarter.
wind it down. I'm gonna stick through to the
Now, Lawson.
player of the game, and I'm gonna look at the original box score before they normalize the stats to 12-minute quarters. And that'll be it. And then I'm gonna upload Game 1. But it's just gonna have a note on it that says extremely quiet or something. Then I'm gonna upload this one. And then I'm not sure if I'm gonna do the rest of my, like, doing an 82 game season would be pretty insane. So I don't know.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
But yeah, I hope you enjoyed and hopefully catch you in the next one.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaq and the Jet. DeMarcus Cousins. He simply had a dominant third quarter, and it quickly became apparent he wanted to exert his control over the tempo of the game.
I can't imagine a player having a better night from the field than he had tonight. His shooting percentage was off the charts. He used every trick in the book to get those high percentage shots. He shot from every direction, and there was a little bit of luck here and there, but he was on fire.
The thing I like most about Cousins is the passion he plays the game with. Maybe he rubs some people the wrong way, but I don't want my big man smiling all the time. I want my big man to be mean.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself.